Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm ETG, and today we're doing a truly epic unboxing on the Fallout 4 Pip-Boy edition. Now, this is going to be kind of an irony thing, but I actually don't own an Xbox One, and I also don't own a phone that will actually be compatible with this. I own the iPhone 6s Plus, which does not fit. The iPhone 6 and 5 and Galaxy S3 through S6 fits in it. So, I'm not going to be able to give a fully functional review or unboxing of this, at least until my girlfriend comes home, which has an iPhone 6. So, until then, we'll go ahead and get started by opening this up. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is take off the sleeve here, which is taped on the back. And it is super hard to get back on, so I'm just going to throw this over there and not worry about it ever again. Now, the cool thing about this is it's not only a display box for the actual thing, it's pretty functional too. So, I mean, you click these right here, and it kind of unlocks, and you have to pull it up the rest of the way, like so. And as you can see, we've got the Pip-Boy sitting in there. Oh, it's so crazy. So, you take off the top here, and here is the actual game in the steelbook. And then inside you get the season pass, as well as that cool perk poster. And of course, the awesome game itself. We'll go ahead and put that over here. You also get, off the bat, the instruction guide for the Pip-Boy, which actually includes the instructions and some fictional instructions for if the Pip-Boy was actually a Pip-Boy, which is pretty cool. But we'll throw that aside as well and get to the best part of all of this, the actual Pip-Boy. It is friggin' amazing. I'll show you how to operate it in just a second. Now, in the inside here, you have all the foam fittings for all the different devices. Like I said, including iPhone 5, 6, 6S, the S3, all the way through the S6 as well. So I'll throw those to the side. And like I said, I'll show you in just a second how this works. The last thing in the box is the stand for the device. By the device, of course, I mean the Pip-Boy. I'm super excited to display this on my TV stand. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, there's that. And that's pretty much all that's in the box, other than some foam padding, which is not coming out. And I just knocked that over. Oh well. Alright, so as you can see here, we got the Pip-Boy on the stand. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get it on, how to fit your phone into it, and everything like that. Now, I can say when I was test fitting this with my girlfriend's phone, it is a super snug fit. And if you're wondering how it actually fits in there, I'll show you. It uses these little foam pads that are pre-cut for specific devices. But I'll go ahead and show you instead of telling you. So off the bat, when you take this out of the box, to open it up, there's this little metal latch, which it is nice because it is actual metal. It'll pop open like so, and there's an actual strap on here that allows you to fit it to your arm. So if these pads aren't enough to hold it in, then the strap will hold it in for you. And it latches closed just like so. And then, to fit your phone into it, there's actually a button right here. It took me a while to figure this out because I didn't read the instructions at first. But, yeah, a little button right here in the center. Pop that down. And it is kind of difficult to get off, which is nice because if the button accidentally gets pushed, it's not going to throw your phone out. So push that button down and then find the breaking point in between where... That's kind of difficult. There we go. The breaking point in between this flap and the bottom flap. That opens up. And as you can see, there's a battery right there, which will have a pull tab at first. I've already pulled it out for the sake of the video. And then we have the actual area where you put your phone. Now, it'll come with a few little viewing frames, like this one right here, and this one right here, which will come in for later use, that I'll tell you in a second. And then there's also this little card that you can put in here for displaying if you're not going to put your phone into it all the time, at least, because I don't think anybody would do that. It has a little QR code so you can download the app. And in the back here, this little card, it gives you instructions on how to replace that battery. It basically just says pull that little tab back that's right there and pop the battery out. It also gives you what battery it is, although the battery says its name on the battery itself. So out of the box, these will not be in here. I've just inserted them for testing use. These are the fittings for the iPhone 5 and 6. Very simple to use. All you've got to do is pop them apart, and it says on the back as well, they're labeled. Also in the user manual, it'll say for what device you need to use the specific foam padding with. So this one says iPhone 5s, use both foam rings. iPhone 6, use outer foam ring only, which is the one that I have already detached. So since I don't currently have a device I can show you in this, I'm going to go ahead and put this and the display paper back in. And while that's setting there, I'll go ahead and mention the reason there's two different little screen things here is because the iPhone 5s isn't quite as wide as the actual screen opening here is. So this kind of just masks everything off except for the screen, so you're not getting the ugliness of the phone in there too. This one's for the iPhone 6 and all the other larger phones. Also, if you're putting the little paper display back in, this is the one that you want to use on the outside so you get the entire image. Alright, now I've gone ahead and put this thing on, and I've got to say it's freaking amazing. Feels great. Doesn't really hurt at all, honestly. It's not like super plasticky and cutting into the skin type of thing. There are a few different features that this thing offers, and the battery in there actually powers this button. When you turn it on, a little light comes on, and one comes on in the back too, which is nice. I think that's the only thing it does, though. There's a lot of dials that can be turned on this thing. So this little dial right here makes clicking noises. This one right here that has a little gauge. You can probably barely see it moving. Barely. And then also this one up here. This one does feel kind of iffy. I'm sure if you play with it a lot, it would fall off eventually. There's also this dial on the side here that turns as well. It's pretty cool. On the bottom, I have no clue what that is. But there's a cord that goes in, so it's got to be something important, I'm sure. So we're going to turn that off. Another cool thing, this little gauge right here, on the back side of it, it's actually like an opaque acrylic. So when you put your phone into this, it'll actually light that up, and it looks sick. Alright everyone, that's pretty much it for this video. If you did like it, go ahead and click like below. Also, if you want to see more of my content, go ahead and click subscribe, and you'll get updates every time I come out with a new video. Another thing to mention, it's hard to find these in store because they were kind of a limited run type thing, only through pre-orders. But you can get them on eBay for like $600. So if you want to drop $600 on one of these things, I'd say it might be worth it if you're that into Fallout like I am. I just happened to run across it at work, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to buy this right now, even though I don't have an Xbox One. One more thing, just letting everybody know, once I do get a device I can put in this thing, I'll be making a video on the app and how it works. Another side note that I found out, there's another dial right here you can turn and make some noise. Pretty cool.